What's up, YouTube? I'm Ray, and I'm building another Yamaha Banshee.
And for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, let me bring you up to speed.
The first thing I did was drive about 2.5 hours to New Jersey to pick up my Yamaha Banshee. After sitting in a lot of traffic and spending a lot of money on gas, I finally made it home, back to Connecticut. Then I went to an abandoned parking lot and beat the ever-loving shit out of this thing, just to see how it runs before I tore it down. Then I did just that. I tore this thing down into a rolling chassis, taking pretty much 90% of it apart. After tearing it down, I realized that the squad had a lot more problems than I anticipated. Even though I suspected that the frame was bent, which was visible from the rear of the machine, it wasn't until I completely took the plastics off that I really realized how messed up the frame actually was. Also, upon inspecting the machine before I bought it, I did notice that the engine case was cracked on the top, but didn't realize until after I had ripped it apart it was in a lot rougher shape than I had anticipated. Then I spent a lot more time than I had wished polishing the exhaust pipes to try to bring them from rust buckets to what they were, and back to their glory to some polished FMFs. Then I took a trip up to beautiful New Hampshire to visit my buddy Dan, and there he helped me weld and repair my engine case.
So where does that leave us now? And now I need to address one of the biggest reasons why I regret buying this quad, the frame being bent. It's pretty So I thought, how am I even going to fix this frame? So I actually called my buddy who's in the auto body business, and we thought about putting the quad onto the frame machine and trying to straighten it back out. But then I thought, I want this thing to be laser straight, perfect, because this build is going to be so badass. I do not want anything less than perfection. So there's only one thing I could do now. Beat it straight. Well, look at that. Good as new. No, I'm just kidding. I bought a new frame. So you're probably all like, what the hell just happened? Well, like I said, I bought a new frame and I just transferred, what am I doing? I just transferred everything from the old frame to the new frame and made it a new rolling chassis. But don't worry, I didn't do you guys dirty. I'm going to show you what I did. So yeah, now we have a mint frame. So I actually scored this frame from a local guy to me, like 15 minutes away from my house, who sells a lot of Banshee parts that I got to know pretty well. And the most valuable reason that I bought this frame was that I have a title to it. So now we're starting off from a clean slate. This thing is dead straight, exactly what I wanted to start from. No issues, don't have to spend time worrying if it's gonna ever become straight again or how perfect it's gonna be. This is a mint dead straight 2001 Banshee frame. So now we're ready to go. All right, so without any further ado, let's get started on this. My plan is to take everything from the rolling chassis and transfer it to the new frame to make the new straight frame a rolling chassis. Let's get going. All right, so I want to focus my attention now back to the engine because there's a couple things that we got to do, and then this thing is ready to rock. So first and foremost, as I said in the last video, the neutral safety switch was completely hammered, so I have a brand new one. Right now it's just kind of sitting on there. It's not even bolted in, hence why it's, trickling out. So we're going to put a new one of those bad boys on. And then also I bought a new seal for behind the sprocket. So we're going to put that on, then we're going to tighten the sprocket back up, put this coolant hose back on, and just make this engine as complete as possible, minus the carburetors, obviously. But I just want to get this out of the way, and then that way the engine is good to go. So let's get to it. I got some parts right here from Partzilla. Let's open it up and see what we got. All right, so we got a brand new neutral safety switch, new O-ring, new oil seal. This goes with the oil seal, as well as this. And I got a new dipstick because the one that's on there has seen better days. Another O-ring. All right, guys. So, new neutral safety switch installed, new oil seal installed, sprockets back on. Got the cover back on for the time being. I put the shifter on just to get it out of the way. I didn't want to lose it, God forbid. Just keep everything all together. Got all these bolts back installed. This bad boy on. Coolant hose. New dipstick. I say for the time being, this engine is checked off the list. And we got the new rolling chassis all set. As you guys saw in the B-roll, I know the way that I swapped the A-arms and the shocks with the wheel connected seemed a little ridiculous. I would never have done that if I was, properly assembling this bike. But for now, I just wanted a rolling chassis, and it actually worked out quite well. It was just a lot easier than having to unbolt everything from the hub and whatnot. So might have not been the textbook way to do it, but it worked for what I was trying to accomplish. These bad boys fought me, the tie rods. I put the bolt on after I got it loose, and I hit it with the hammer and it popped right out. But the other one, I could not get out for the life of me. So I kind of beat it with the hammer to the point where the threads are a little shot, which might sound stupid, but these tie rods are completely garbage. There's no way I'm ever reusing those. So I just kind of did it as a temporary fix just so I could have a rolling chassis again. Then I have this busted up frame. If anyone wants a cheap Banshee frame and you want to go through the hassle of straightening this bad boy out and building a bike out of it, let me know. Hit me up on YouTube or Instagram. I really have no use for this frame anymore. In the next video, I have a big surprise for everyone about this bike. I can't give it away, I'm sorry, but I promise the next video is going to have that surprise talked about. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much.